I know it's unusual to come back a second time, but I wanted to make sure that you had all this information real time. I'm excited to announce that we found the door plug. Woo! Thank you, Bob. Bob, I will not give you Bob's last name, but Bob contacted us at witness@ntsb.gov with 2 photos of the door plug and said he found it in his backyard. That Bob found this. He took a picture. I can just see the outside of the door plug from the pictures, the white portions. We can't see anything else. But we're going to go pick that up and make sure that we begin analyzing it. The NTSB has many times talked about the need to increase the time on CVRs from 2 hours to 25 hours, which is consistent with Europe and many other countries. Now, the FAA, thankfully, has taken some recent action to issue a notice of proposed rulemaking to extend CVR time from 2 hours to 25 hours, but only on newly manufactured aircraft. So it would not affect this aircraft. The cockpit voice recorder was completely overwritten. There is nothing on the cockpit voice recorder. Now, the Emergency Operations Center at this point was being established pretty rapidly by Alaska. There was a lot going on the flight deck and on the plane. It's a very chaotic event. The circuit breaker for the CVR was not pulled. The maintenance team went out to get it, but it was right at about the 2-hour mark, and it was completely overwritten. At 2 hours, it re-records over it, so we have nothing from the CVR. Now, our systems group began looking at all the aircraft systems. They documented the entire flight deck, and they asked about the auto pressurization fail light that did illuminate in 3 previous flights. One on December 7th, one on January 3rd, and one on January 4th. In these 3 previous flights, after the light illuminated, they flipped the switch to alt mode, which is normal. There's a backup. It was very benign. Nothing occurred, very benign. The light illuminated. They flipped it. They reported it. It was tested by maintenance and then reset. I'm sure I will be asked if there is any correlation between the light that illuminated and the expulsion of the door plug. We don't know that there was any correlation of the two. It could be entirely separate